Welcome back to the 000 show. We have one less person, sad, but
You have
it's
two less people.
two less people, sad.
Yeah.
But you still have the two main people, JR and, well, you already know him, Coma.
The most important one, let's be honest. Without me, where would we be?
I'd probably still be making reaction videos.
You still are, let's
Yeah,
be
I still
honest.
am, but I'm doing business work on the side too.
Oh, for real? What kind of business, JR?
I create haptic suits now. For like,
Create what?
haptic suits, so you could feel what's in VR in real life.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
They're,
today we're here to talk about is the new FNAF game the worst ever? What are your
uh,
thoughts, JR? I know you've been playing it.
I have been playing it. It's definitely not as good as the older ones like Hope Wanted or the other ones like Sister Location, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Pizzeria Simulator. You know those other ones that are actually pretty good.
Classics.
But yeah, Security Breach just isn't as scary in my opinion.
Not as scary. Just kind of
It's
boring,
yeah, not scary,
casual.
kind of
Made for
boring.
Roblox players, basically.
There were some moments whenever I got a little scared,
Oh,
and
for
that's
real?
whenever I heard the sound whenever they spot me, whenever the animatronics spot me.
Talking about the sound, what is the for Five Nights at Freddy game? What's going on in it? What you be doing? What's the accomplishment?
The accomplishment is just get out of the Pizzaplex. I think they just lost like the whole 5 nights part. It's just one night at a massive Pizzaplex where you pretty much just commit crimes to get out, like destroying robotics and stuff.
Seeing that's like one of the worst ones. Which one was the best one in your opinion, at least?
Probably Hope Wanted since it had a combination of 1, 2, and 3, and some other like mini games as a part of it.
1, 2, and 3. Well, I think I've only played like the Roblox version of Five Nights at Freddy, so I probably don't have an opinion on this play. The Roblox game wasn't that bad, It definitely wasn't scary, Blake. It was pretty fun. I had some fun moments on there.
Oh, I could describe the lore to you, and you'd probably go through one ear, not the other, to be
Let's
honest.
see. Let's hear it.
All right, so it starts off. Two people wanted to create a wanted to make like a animatronic pizza place. Their names is Henry and William. William is the purple guy.
Thought the purple one was a girl.
No,
Not being 100% honest right now, I swear. It's not like the bunny ears, right?
no. Uh, in editing, I'll put up an image, but I'm gonna send an image to Coma. 1 second, where's my phone? There it is. That's the purple guy.
What the hell is that?
That's the purple guy that you see in like the mini games and stuff. Mini games like
Alright,
5 minutes.
why does it look at that?
What?
For the anime, for the audio listeners, I could probably draw a better purple guy than that. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think the reason why it looks like that is because he is dead. He's been deceased, but he's still alive, like a kind of like a zombie. His
So you're
body's
telling me
rotted to the
in the
point to
new
where he
game,
turned purple.
that guy's chasing you around?
He's actually one of the bosses in the game, but he's not chasing you around. My theory is that William hacked the animatronics to chase you around the Pizzaplex and catch you. I don't know why William needs to kill more kids after he's killed like pretty much 50, probably.
Damn. Killed 50 kids?
Not actually 50, but like I think eight kids.
How'd this happen? An accident?
No, not an accident. He did it on purpose. It started off
Homicide?
with it started off with at Fredbear's Family Diner, the first location. Can't remember the crying child's name, but he was put into the mouth of Fredbear, the what pretty much looks like Golden Freddy. And it's probably like a spring lock failure kind of thing, where the spring locks failed and then the animatronic just chomped down on its head.
Damn.
The crying child was William Afton's child. And then William just got pissed off and started making animatronics designed to kill people, which is at the second location, which is the sister location. And then the animatronics killed William's daughter, so he shut that location down. Yeah, shut that location down. And then I think there's the FNAF 2 location, which comes before the FNAF 1 location, surprisingly enough.
Sounds very unorganized.
Where Henry ditched William, and so William got a kid trapped outside the location, I believe. Or they killed a, what was it? One of Henry's children, because he was peed off about the not being able to own the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location. And then the soul of that child possessed the puppet, that annoying ass thing that you have to wind up the music box for in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And then there's the Bite of 87, which was the Mangle animatronic. Bit off the frontal lobe of one of the employees' heads during the day shift. And then they shut down the location for quite a bit. Then they opened up the new location, which is the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location in 1993. And then that location was just eventually shut down. Also, there's way too much.
I just sound scared right now. I can't even lie. I can feel the fear right now. It's kind of crazy.
This video it's already 9 minutes into the recording.
That's
and
wild.
I only described like a fraction of the lore. And probably
that's not even the whole thing?
It's not the whole thing.
I know about a guy whose son got ate by a freaking animatronic, making him a psychopath, making animatronics crazy, who eventually killed his daughter. Like,
yeah.
what's going on? There's still more?
Yeah, there's still more. Is
this like the 4th location already?
Mm-hmm.
How many locations do they have? Are they millionaires?
Well, after the third location, not the third, the 4th location, which is the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location, they closed they closed that down until like 2023, whenever they opened Fazbear Frights. It's like a way to poke fun or something at their previous mistakes, which is actually where the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 location comes from. And then there's like Pizzeria Simulator. There's a whole bunch of lore behind that. That'd probably take about another 10 minutes to explain.
We gonna move on.
Yeah, we gonna move on. I'll just send you a video of the whole lore explained.
Of course.
And I'll probably leave a link to that in the description also.
Gotta let you know about the lore. It's crazy. Of course, we didn't do too much research on, not research, but we didn't go in and read a whole novel about this. So obviously, we don't know all the lore. We don't know all the little details. But apparently, there are books. I never knew there were books. I thought these were just video games. They originate from a book?
No, it didn't originate from a book. It started off as a video game franchise, and then Scott decided to make some books.
So the next logical decision after a video game, not a movie, not a television show, not an animated series, a book?
Yes, books.
Which kind of gamers are trying to go spend a few $100 on a book series? Like, come on now.
The game theorists like Matt Pat.
Matt Pat he's a pretty crazy guy, but like, at least he probably makes money from the $100 book. Like, what are you gonna do? Collect them?
I mean, they aren't $100. They're like $20 books, I think. I have to check Amazon.
For the whole series though.
For the whole series, yeah. But
Yeah,
there's practically like 100 books in the series now. There's so many books for the Five Nights at Freddy's.
The lore was pretty interesting. I can't even lie to you. Whilst I was playing the Tycoon on Roblox, I didn't get any of this lore, you know. I was in a pizzeria tycoon, making everything look nice, Blake. None of this lore came through. I was getting chased around, going to a final boss that looks like a Minecraft character. What's going on? I've been missing out. I might have to hop on the game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna have to send you a photo of what the final boss in Five Nights at Freddy's security breach.
The final boss? That's not even the final boss?
Because he looks a little bit different in
the
security
game?
breach. When I say a little bit, I mean quite a bit different.
Wait, the purple guy's William, right?
Yeah.
Damn, what does his daughter look like? I'm kind of interested now.
What does his daughter look like?
I'm gonna be honest. His daughter did get ate up, but like, I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, I'll send you an image of what. Jesus Christ.
OG Willie looks like?
Of what William looks like in the security breach.
Alright, now whilst we're waiting for that image, like, is this game only on like Steam or is it like on console, VR?
It's
mobile?
also on console. It's also on console.
On console. No VR and mobile?
No VR yet. I don't think it's going to come on mobile because the game size is absolutely ridiculously massive. It's like 80 gigabytes.
I mean, COD is pretty ridiculous,
Mhm.
and that's on mobile too. So,
But they've neutered the crap out of Call of Duty for mobile.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Like, you can still get the feeling out of it. You know, you don't get the whole thing. But, like, you get to understand what's going on.
They've somehow compressed 100 gigabytes into like 2 gigabytes of data for mobile.
That is pretty annoying because if they can do it for mobile, why not do it for PC? Because
Exactly.
these games are unacceptable.
Exactly.
You can get like 3 games maximum on a regular like console. It's like, what's going on? Now the question is, Nintendo Switch, is that counted as like a mobile device or is it a console?
It's in the ballpark of both. It's like they're
So
both.
it might have FNAF in the future.
Yeah, it already has like the base Five Nights at Freddy's game and Help Wanted.
It's obviously gonna have in the future then.
Mhm.
That's pretty sick to see.
Since the Switch counts as a console and a portable, since you can hook it up to your TV and play it as a console.
Whilst we're waiting for the picture, what other Five Nights at Freddy characters is there? Cause like we know about the daughter, we know about the son, we know about William, we know about the other guy. What's the other guy's name?
Henry?
Henry and William. Who else is in there?
There's Michael, which is William's other son.
Bro, William got too many children. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Michael assisted in the death of the crying child, which is kind of messed up, but
extremely messed up. What the hell? You and your father put a kid to sleep?
Yeah.
It's not right. That's messed up,
Pretty
William.
much what happened was Michael Afton was pretty much bullying the crying child into going into the Fredbear's family diner for his birthday.
With your cute ass.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Now those are extremely miniature. Something I would expect from Taco Bell. I won't even lie to you.
I wish it was from Taco Bell. It's just
They're extremely miniature, you know. You need to get some bigger ones to big up. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, but
Those definitely look like they're from Costco. I won't lie.
I mean, they're from I think they're from Save-A-Lot. Somewhere in.
They're not even fresh.
They're not fresh.
All that hype over some frozen burritos? Nah. That's not right, dog.
It's not.
I ain't even gonna lie, we didn't really hear much about Henry, you know, other than like starting the business. What's this guy up to? Why is he in the story?
Pretty much just owns the place.
Just got the money?
But in
Smart guy.
The pizzeria simulator, he collects all the remaining animatronics and burns them inside a pizzeria to let their souls free. Open the deepest pits of hell for William Afton.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name. But I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection, and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace, and perhaps more, waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms, the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you, and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.
Because Henry is kind of pissed off at Afton for killing his daughter.
Yeah.
But Pizzeria Simulators, where some of the animatronics came from, like Lefty and like Rockstar Freddy and the others. Lefty was designed to capture the puppet for the to let the soul free.
Speaking of the characters, who's your favorite?
Lefty.
Lefty? Thought you'd go for someone like William. Main character.
I'm
I'm
not
not still a Bonnie.
I'm not a big fan of a murderer, okay?
That is very understandable. I won't even lie to you. I mean, let's be honest. If you were literally in the game, how long do you think you'd survive? All your gaming skill, you know, all the skill from the past previous game. We're thinking like you've already played all the previous games in the series. The new one just comes out. You hop into VR somehow. Something goes wrong. You're actually in the game. You have to survive, or you're dead.
A few hours.
A few hours. You're not making it to the end.
I'll probably make it 6 in the morning for one night.
And the goal is to actually escape from the thing, not just to last for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Tough. Well, get some rest in peace, JrReacts, in the comment real quick. Now, next up, I had Would You Rather, but like, I don't know what I meant by that, so let's move on. Now, some fan theories about Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? We already talked about your theories about Five Nights at Freddy's, why everything happened, why William's a bad guy, you know? Why Henry's so mad at him for killing his daughter, you know? One of the fan theories I found out was about Chuck E. Cheese, you know? Now, inserted in the Triple O Lounge, I sent you a picture of some pizza. You've already seen those.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the pizza?
I'll put those images up on screen, and it looks like they took some of the unused pizza and put it in the normal pizza.
That's the exact theory for the audio listeners out there. The pizzas aren't really like in line, you know. You don't, when you get a pizza, you get your pizza cutter right. You start cutting it. These pizza, they're literally not in line. The crust is literally like inches away from each other.
And the pepperonis aren't even in line.
The pepperonis are not in line. Like, how does that happen? Like, this doesn't make sense. Now, the theory by fans are that, like, Chuck E. Cheese is reusing pizzas. You know, someone doesn't finish half, they put another half. Do you believe that? Do you believe this was happening, you know? It's good.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think that's what they do.
Alright, well, this is a great way, because, like, some people also think that Chuck E. Cheese has the exact same layout as Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? It was inspired. Say at nighttime, weird things happen at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, some of the things, there are some Chuck E. Cheese locations that are haunted, but there's no way for the animatronics to move off the stage since they're bolted down to the stage. Really.
Wait a second, they're haunted?
There are some Chuck E. Cheese locations that are haunted.
What do you mean by that? Someone died in there or something? Or like what's going on?
Either someone died or the Chuck E. Cheese was built near like a grave site.
I never heard about that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you're telling me kids are just playing in a haunted place with animatronics? They could inevitably kill their daughter.
Mhm.
Your son's head could be killed by a spring in an animatronic's mouth.
Yes.
Henry's son, the guy who convinced the crying baby to go to the Five Nights at Freddy place, could be a real life character. We just never knew about it.
Maybe Five Nights at Freddy's is
Heard it
based off
here
of real life
first.
events.
If someone invites your son to Five Nights at Freddy, don't go.
Do not
Do not go.
do not go to the location.
They're never coming back out.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna be there until 6 a.m. trying to escape the place, but it's not gonna work. You're dead.
Yeah.
Alright, now, do you have anything to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's? I heard you had some facts, so.
The facts were pretty much just some of the things about the lore, but also the person you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, Gregory, he could be a robot. There's a possibility that he is a robot.
How was this proven? Or even, how did someone come up with this?
Well, there's a room that you go into with a whole bunch of sticky notes and stuff. It's pretty much like progression over time of what people say is Gregory learning from binary to English, like machine language.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's it? Because he goes from binary to English, he's a robot?
And there's also some other theories like there's this character called Vanny, and whenever you get near Vanny, the screen distorts. But if you're a human, there's no physical way that your eyes could just distort like that when you get near something. But it could also just be like something the developers added without any thought.
That is pretty crazy because somehow Gregory was talking in C++ and then somehow he just learned English. That's pretty. I'm gonna be honest. That's pretty crazy. That's a pretty sick theory. I won't even lie to you.
Yeah.
In a way, that just happens out of nowhere. We mostly talked about the game.
Mhm.
Talked about the lore behind the game.
Yeah.
We talked about where you can get the game and where you can play the game.
Mhm.
The one thing we haven't talked about is how you can play the game.
You can play it with controller. That's how.
I mean, but are there any techniques, any meta? Like, how do you get so far into the game that you're literally invisible, you know? You get to 6 hours, you finally escape the building. What are some techniques you've used?
Don't get caught. That's the technique I use. Try not to get
I
caught.
wouldn't have thought about that one. I really wouldn't have thought about that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was some great advice, you know? Before you get the game, remember, you can't get caught. Come on, dog.
Yeah, don't get caught by the
Sounds
animatronics or else you die. At least there are save points in the game so you don't lose all your progress, but
Now that does kind of make the game seem kind of stupid.
when you reach
If you're running through a building and you die, you gotta restart.
when you reach 6 a.m., you have the opportunity to stay in the Pizzaplex and explore, but if you die, then you lose all your progress since staying in the Pizzaplex.
Damn. So
Yeah.
you have the option to either stay in there or leave?
Yes.
So 6 a.m. is literally the end of the game.
It's one of the endings of the game. There's like multiple endings. There's the true ending, and then the fake ending where Mr. Hippo replaces Freddy, which is a comedic animatronic.
So it's somewhat like Minecraft. You beat the Ender Dragon, you finish the game, but are you really done the game?
I have no clue.
And none of us do. None of us do. That's one of those crazy ones right there. Now this game came out in 2021 or 2022.
2021. It came out in December of 2021.
2021 came in clutch right before January. You know,
Mm-hmm.
to save the year. You know, the games last year were kind of bad, but like, I'm just guessing.
Final
must
Fantasy
have been
Freddy
one
is
of the
probably
best-
one of the better games that came out last year.
It has to be.
I just can't see. We can't wait to see what Steel Wool and has up their sleeves for the next 5 Nights at Freddy's game.
Since we're already talking about this one, would you recommend this game? And what theories do you have? Like, do you any community guesses on what they're gonna be doing in the next one?
I have no idea what they're gonna be doing, but I could recommend this game. It's pretty fun. It's not as good as the older ones. It's fun. I already said that.
You did a few times, just a few times.
Just a few.
Maybe one more time to like make sure everybody knows.
It's a good game.
Of course, they heard you this time.
Yeah, I think they heard me this time. I mean, I could just shove the microphone down my throat and say it.
I don't think they'd hear you that time.
I don't think they would hear me that time. It'd probably be a little distorted.
That's wild. Anyways, it's a great game, and you should go onto Steam and get it right now.
Mm.
It does suck that nobody knows about like has any assumptions on what's going to be next. You know,
Yeah.
it kind of seems like what are they called, ARGs, when like you can kind of guess. You can't really like guess what's going to happen next. But, like you got your hints, you got your clues, you got like your predictions.
I'm hoping the next game is going to be like a VR game, like what they do with Hope.
That would be pretty sick.
Mm.
Imagine if you could go through it, you could feel things. The best part would be if you could smell the pizza too, bro. Holy, he's got a helmet on. You're walking by some pizza. You can smell it. You're like, that's where I need to be right there. Damn. You can smell the freshness from outside. You can smell the trees. You got your headphones on. You can hear the tree swaying. You're like, that's the exit. You know.
I can't wait till someone adds something to where you could taste things in VR.
That's kind of crazy. I don't think I trust that. You know, smelling is one thing, but tasting that's a different thing.
Now I changed
What are
my
you gonna
mind.
do? Flavor some mist?
Now I changed my mind about that because
think
I
you should,
just
you know.
remembered back to last night in VR chat. I was watching a movie in one of the lobbies, and there were two people doing something. I'll just drop the acronym for it, ERP. And people in the comments will just tell Colma because I don't think I could just say it and say what ERP stands for. It's just a sexual kind of role
Say
play.
the first word. Say the first word.
Erotic. Erotic means like sexual.
Yeah, I understand now.
Yeah.
And you're thinking if you had a helmet on with smelling and tasting, you'd be not only smelling it but tasting it too.
Pause.
No, that's different. That's
Pause.
different, JR. I won't even lie to you.
That was actually.
Now, in addition to the suits you're making for VR that you could feel things, if the people in VR chat had those suits, we'd be on a different level right now.
Oh, yeah.
I will not even lie to you. What's the point of going outside?
Exactly. What's the point of going outside whenever you could interact with people and feel
In
the
VR
interactions
chat,
in VR?
exactly.
Yeah.
That
Which-
would be a pretty crazy
Which
world.
with my suit, with my haptic suit, I've already gotten most of the things down except for feeling heat and smells.
Do you currently have the haptic suit on you?
I don't have it on right now, but I could show you one of my earlier prototypes.
Of course. Let's see it.
It's literally just a Let me get it. There we go. It is something that I put inside of my jacket.
Now, for the audio listeners, Jared currently has a laptop inside of a sweater, thinking it's gonna make him feel things. Like, what's going on? You're not gonna be feeling things, dog. I'm gonna
It's
be honest
not a
with you.
laptop inside a sweater. It's a
what's in there?
it's a giant pad that gives you contact between the wires in your skin, so you could feel the electricity. It's
I'm gonna be honest with you.
stimulation.
Is that wireless?
No. There's a wire that goes from my computer to it.
So that kind of just like doesn't ruin the whole vibe of VR, but like it makes it a lot worse.
My next prototype should have have it wireless.
In addition to that, it's sending electricity through your body.
It's not a good
What's
thing.
going on, JR?
It's not a good thing, but it delivers the feel. It delivers the feel that you'd want. Like with with some haptic suit companies like B Haptics, they use vibration, which literally just feels like you have this strapped to your body. And they're playing Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, spray your little squirt thing, and the controller vibrates.
Yo, that was kind of weird. I won't even lie to you.
Pause on spray your little squirt thing. Pause on that.
That was kind of wild, JR. You've been saying a few weird things this podcast. You know what's going on? It's been 3 weeks. What's good with you? Without Kawhi here to change your mood, like, you're moving wild.
Mm-hmm.
The VR is on the level. When are you gonna start like some boots, a helmet? I'm really excited for the helmet though. Are you ever gonna try to make a helmet?
Yeah.
Definitely, that's crazy.
I'm gonna see if I could try to get it implemented into the hoodie part right here. Since I should be getting some flexible pads that I could put in there.
That's pretty crazy. And with the helmet, you're just gonna be able to smell, probably not taste.
Yeah.
Get the feeling on your face as well, in case you're walking through a waterfall, you just got some mist on your head.
Yeah.
That would be pretty nice.
I already got the thing for the face, so you can feel things on your face. One second, let me get it ready. Now it is quite uncomfortable because there's literally a wire going from it to the headset, which I'm gonna try to get that fixed soon too. Get it a little bit.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Have you never thought about how maybe sending electricity through my head isn't the best idea?
I mean, considering I'm not sending at 30 milliamps through my body, only a few volts.
I mean, that's basically the equivalent of placing a AAA in your brain.
Mm.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get immersed into the video game virtual world.
I think the most it could actually shock you is like sticking your tongue on a 9-volt battery. But
that's pretty late shock. I won't even lie to you.
But outside of that, it really doesn't. You really don't feel a shock unless you're touching something that has something to do with electricity in VR.
Does make sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find my gloves because I have gloves for VR too.
Now we were supposed to stay on the topic of Five Nights at Freddy's, but why not submerge into a bit of VR?
Yeah.
See what you got. We already started off with a bit of VR. Let's finish it off real quick.
Yeah, I didn't mean to just doze off into the topic of VR, but
it's all good. Sometimes you gotta go there, you know.
You never know. Maybe I'll partner up with Steel Wool to integrate my haptic suit into the next Five Nights at Freddy's game.
You know, that'd be pretty sick. Everyone just puts their laptop into a Florida Gators sweater. You know, we're all good.
It's not a laptop.
Sometimes you gotta do it, you know.
It's not a laptop. Second.
You can't find the gloves?
Yeah, I can't find the gloves. I had them somewhere, but it's literally on one of my old monitors. Okay, 1 second. Let me put the glove on so you could see some of the contact pads.
For the audio listeners, JR is currently struggling to put latex gloves on his fingers.
They aren't latex. They're like work gloves that you buy at Walmart. And I've also turned into VR stuff.
Unfortunately, he got a size too small, so now it's a struggle.
It's not a struggle, but if you look closely, you can see like little bumps right there.
Yeah.
Those are little contact pads for my fingers, so I could feel things in VR, like touching things. Yeah.
All right. The real question is, where are the wires for those?
Where are the wires?
Yeah, or are they wireless?
I've actually managed to get these wireless with a little board called an Arduino. It's like a little single board chip. Some of the viewers might know what that is. I think it's just all Coma hears right now is blah 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 blah.
Okay, I won't even lie. This seems like a lot of work you put in to get immersed into VR chat.
It is quite a bit
place
of work.
where you just stand around and talk to people. Like, come on, dog.
You don't stand around. There's some worlds in VR chat.
Oh, word?
After the
It's
podcast,
kind of like Roblox.
I could show you around VR chat. I
course.
could stream my VR chat to you.
Now, the real question is, can you feel a handshake right now? Because you do already have the gloves. If someone shakes your hand in the game.
Oh yeah,
can you
yeah,
feel
yeah, yeah. You can feel things
Oh,
like
you can
hugs,
see-
handshakes. You get high five people. It's interesting.
I don't want to say it, but since you can feel the hugs, what about the role play? From before.
Oh god.
You think you can,
That's one reason why I don't want to sell this to the general public. That's the reason why I want to stick to selling it to businesses.
You definitely should not.
Sell it to businesses for like enterprise use.
If you were gonna sell it to the general public, how much would you sell the whole suit for? The gloves,
considering it
the
costs,
t-shirt.
my most recent prototype costed me a $450 to make. I'd probably sell it for about $550. $550 make so I can make a $150 profit per unit.
So barely any profit on them. That's crazy.
I mean,
Isn't the
I want to get an affordable suit out, so.
that is true? Isn't the VR thing like 300?
Yeah, the headset is 300. The
600 for the like gloves and the sweater shouldn't be
Yeah, the
too
headset
out of nowhere. You know, that should be pretty affordable for most people.
yeah. But for like a full set, it should cost about $650. And I'm trying to integrate full body tracking so you can like move your legs in VR too.
That would be sick, yeah.
But that'd cost probably about an extra $150 to implement, which is actually quite expensive.
It seems worth it though. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah. For
For the
total
viewers
immersion.
out there, for the viewers out there, before we end this off though, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, because if you do drop a like and subscribe, JR told me he'll send you a suit and you can ERP.
No, I'm not.
He told me we'll do a giveaway and you can ERP. He'll do it with you too.
No, I'm not gonna ERP with children.
He'll join in.
No. I'm not gonna ERP with people I don't know. But anyway.
Whoa, JR. So you're insinuating that you would ERP with people you do know?
Yes. Wait.
Well, what's going on, man?
It depends on the person, okay?
What's going on, JR? Nah. I think that's the end of the podcast right there. I won't even, I won't even lie to you. Thank you so much for
that was just weird.
That's wild. JR is really trying to ERP.
No. I'm not into doing that weird sexual stuff in VR chat.
Well, if you guys are into that, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And even if you're not, make sure you become an audio listener, because audio listeners are on another level. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Bye.